Hey guys and welcome. Today we are going to look at some of the models that have recently seen some casting changes. Here's a wide variety of the most recent casting changes. With these models here, I actually have both the original type of casting and then the new version. So let's start off with the International Workstar. As you know, I'll always mention this. 2007, which is the year for this truck. I believe it's 2000. Yep, 2007. 2007 was the last year of the name that they've used for this model. This is the 7600. They still use it to this day, but it's known as the Workstar from 2008 with the redesign. So I always mention that. So that is one model there that isn't named correctly. It's supposed to be the International 7600. I don't have the Workstar out, but they have the real working rigs Workstar, which actually looks different from this casting. Then you know that one's correct. But this is the first model. This is the most recent release of it, and it's also the last release of it in metal. This is from the Supreme Heroes. As you can see, it has rubber wheels. But if you look at it, it has a metal body. See the metal, and another part of the vehicle is metal, which is the rear part of the body. The rest is chrome. You can see the roof is plastic. On the most recent model of this one, this is a 2015 release also. As you can see, this is all one piece now. The whole cab with the hood is all one piece, which connects to the rear of the truck from the top, which is all plastic now, which the only metal is chrome, which technically isn't real metal. But if you look at this one here, the rear piece is actually with the hose reels right here, which is all metal, and it's a separate piece from the actual vehicle. And then this one actually is connected, all connected. There we go. So I'll put those two right over there. Up next is the International Pumper. Several people have been saying that this has been a casting change. This actually changed about a year or two ago in the 10-pack Matchbox, 9-10-pack. Matchbox did an exclusive vehicle, which is in the top right corner. And this was the exclusive vehicle, but it was all black. And it was the first one to show the casting change of the International Pumper. I was kind of upset, but I mean, it looks nicer. This was something that they didn't change too much of. As you can see from here, it's pretty much the same, except the changes are up here. The light bar became a part of the cab, which is with the windows, which that is something I didn't mind. And then the hose bed became a separate piece, which I also didn't mind. So this is actually a casting that has seen changes that I am not too upset about. As you can see, they changed the light on the rear. They made them smaller. But other than that, that's the only changes they really made to it. And this is also from the Supreme Hero line. As you can see from the front too, they actually took out the International. You see the International old logo on there. They actually took that out of this one, but they made the lights on the front stick out a little more, and they made the grille a little more detailed. So that is one casting that actually is alright that they changed, in my book. Up next, we have the Ford E350. This is from the Supreme Hero, and it's the last one to have the metal cab, plastic box, metal base. And that's one thing that I could have lived with if they took the cab, left it metal, but made plastic base. I wouldn't have minded that at all. But instead, they made the whole model plastic, metal base. And they're trying to make it seem like they did a good thing. But like I said, they could have only kept the cab metal, and I would have been fine with that. But the reason why is these are two separate pieces. In this case, these are one piece. And a lot of people do custom ambulances. They don't like that for one, and I agree with them because it feels so light compared to this one. But any other changes really that were made? The light bar, you see, it used to be on top. Now it's on top of the cab. They could have done that with the metal. I wouldn't have mind, but that is something. The rear hasn't changed really, except for the old one's a little higher than the new one. But I think that might be because of the wheels on the ambulance. I'm not sure. But yeah, that's another look at of a model that they changed. Up next is the Hazard Squad. This is one of my favorite generic fire trucks. And let me point out that this is metal right here, as you can see, metal. And then the rear is metal. And then the top of the cab was plastic and a plastic base. When you look at this part of the model, this is plastic. That is why this was a very favorite model, is because it had a little more die-cast metal than this new one right here. This is all plastic. See that? It's all plastic. It's all one piece right here. Looking at the top, they actually changed this around from before, as you can see there. Compared to this, these are now part of what is the base, part of the base. You can see on the sides, which is part of the front of the cab. And the only metal is the base. And, from the looks of it, you get a little metal in the back. Up next is one of my all-time favorite castings, the International Armored Truck. This casting has been in the lineup for a very long time. It was taken out of the lineup. It was seen in 5-packs, 10-packs. It was kind of switched around. And finally it showed up in the 5-pack again, and they changed it. From the looks of it, let's take a look at the front. The front of it doesn't look too bad. I mean, they did a nice job. They put in the hood opening here where you can pop the hood open. Right here you got the opening. Here you don't. What else did they do? As you can see, the whole front stands out a little more than this one. But if you take it to the top, they actually put a new hole here in the middle and the back. This one doesn't have it. Looking towards the sides, you see this one has a little overhang, which is really realistic on armored trucks. This one does not have it. You can see this is all plastic. This is all metal, plastic base, metal base. Turn it around to the rear. Let's see what they did in the back. They trying to see myself here. Let's see. What did they do? Nothing much to the back. Pretty much same detail. Looking at the side, not much also, besides the fact that it's all plastic now. But yeah, here's another model that a lot of people like, and this one has seen its own casting change. This is the Cadillac ambulance, I think 1963. Very nice ambulance. A lot of Cadillac guys were picking these up when they first came out. But look at this one compared to the other one. You can see roof detail. Let's take a look at the roof detail here. What they did was they put the light towards the front of the vehicle and they put in an opening. As for the interior, it looks like it's the same. The rear of the vehicle is also the same. But, this opening here is very unrealistic. Other than that, the casting looks the same. And last part of this emergency vehicle collection is the Dodge Monaco. Very popular model among a lot of collectors. You can see this is the newest version of the casting. Used to have the light bar on top. Now it's a part of the interior windows. the plastic piece. Other than that, it pretty much looks the same. They put in a little more detail, I think, into the trunk. Oh, it sticks out a little more. Might be the paint. But other than that, it looks like the casting remained the same. They got rid of the chrome base and they put in a plastic base. That is one thing I noticed out of all of these. So there's a look at some casting changes among emergency vehicles. I probably ended up missing some, but that's alright. And let me know what you think. As you know, I don't like the casting changes. And quite honestly, if anybody from Mattel ever watches my videos and they think I'm being a little harsh, I mean, there are other ways around making these castings look great without sacrificing quality. And you are sacrificing quality when you do casting changes. See, this one is alright. This model here is alright. I mean, I understand you did this one. But this one here is probably one of the longer running models that we currently see. And you finally decide, well, you know, we're going to change it. That's something that upsets me, especially like with the International Workstar. First of all, you got the name wrong, and then second of all, you turn it into a plastic toy. And you know, I'm starting to see more and more of these sit on the pegs. So you know, you sacrifice, you lose sales. That's not my problem anymore. That's your problem. And I'm just letting you know what I think and what other people think. And hopefully you guys will find yourselves models you are looking for. I know it got a little harder now. But you know, we try our best to find what we like. And you know, it is what it is, like I always say. Thank you guys so much for watching. And hope you enjoyed this look at these wonderful emergency vehicles that Mattel decided to ruin. See you guys next time. Bye bye.